come and to be able to learn from some people. But I do want to start first by thanking our sponsors because they're the reason we can even do this. Events are expensive and time consuming, and it takes a huge team to put these things together. So very first, we're going to start by welcoming Andrew Chestnut. He flew all the way. Do you have your slide ready? From Buffalo, New York, to run this event for us. So we're going to, Billings? So give him a round of applause, and we're going to let him share about what he does.
Welcome, folks, to Ignition Point. This is the second one I've done so far, and the last one was an amazing event. Forward to it now. A little bit about what I do, and with Nichol City Learning Solutions, my company. After an almost 20-year career in the learning industry, I realized I was really good at a few things. One of them is organizing data, so organizing information and all of this sort of laundry list of information that people have. And the second part is putting it into a way that's engaging. After you've been through about 3 or 4 different courses trying to create FDA compliance training, you need to find some way to make it creative. And that's what I'm really good at. So I call myself a keynote architect. Take all of those amazing information in your brain and to be able to put it into a keynote. I have a process I use. And so I can actually take you through the structure of it and walk you through that. I have an invitation because it's something I'm doing that is part of what I do. First part of it is I work one-on-one with people, but I also am doing a boot camp. May 14th and 15th. I'm going to get up to 10 of you guys in a room, and we're going to help you structure your talk. Anyone sound like fun? Sound cool? Cool. If you scan that QR code, you're going to get onto a call with me. We're going to have a chat. We're going to talk about it, see what you guys are, see what stories you guys have, see kind of where you're at, what you're looking to do, and we'll go from there. Cool. Awesome, guys. Cool. Oh. Good times. All right, folks. So for those that couldn't quite hear it, so again, after 20 years in the learning industry, one of the things that I learned how to do is to be able to take high-level information, to be able to help people to take that information, boil it down into something where other people can understand all of that information in your head, into a structure. And what I do is I create keynotes on that. I'm a keynote architect. That's what I do. So we're going to do May 14th and 15th. We are going to do here, up in the room over there, up to 10 people, take all of that information in your head, because as entrepreneurs, we've got a lot of information, we have a lot of stories to tell, we have a lot of things. And we're going to help you to structure it. I'm going to show you the way that I do this. I actually have a system that I have where I take you through this entire process. We map it out, get you all together, and we get you on your way to doing it. If you take that QR code and you scan it, it will get you onto a phone call with me. We'll sit down and chat. I'll get to know you guys a little bit more. Okay? See if it's something that you might be interested in, and we'll go from there. All right, folks? Awesome.
Our next sponsor is just going to let me thank him anonymously. It is Shawn Finnegan with Tax Hive for donating the space for us. So, but we can do a thank you. I don't even think he's in the room. And then we have, I don't have the clicker. Who's next? It's a surprise, drum roll. Best kept secrets. Misty, are you here? Ah, there you are. Hi. Okay, well, she has a fun business that supports local small business. So she has gathered together both a website and an email list of 500 local businesses here in Utah to help everybody promote each other, which is also what we're about here. So she also blasted our event out to her list, so we just wanted to thank her for that too. Okay. Next. Drum roll. Now we have Plat Pay. Where are you guys at? Right there. All right, come on up.
All right, how you guys doing? I will not take a lot of your time because there's a couple legends in here. One is Dan. Dan doesn't know this, but I sold pest control for EcoShield for 5 years, and I got to hear Dan probably like once every like 2 months. So just imagine this though. You have like 520-year-olds just in a room. And Dan's speaking and he's speaking, and then all of a sudden it just gets really quiet and it's just captivating. You're just built in. And then basically Dan just drops the mic and you have 520-year-olds just stand up, throwing chairs. They're just going wild. So I'm not going to take time because I want to hear Dan mostly. What we do is I do payment processing. So after I left door to door, I went to the payment processing world. So credit cards, ACH. We're not your typical payment processor. We like to think of ourselves as like payment architects, trying to figure out like, how do we help not just like the flow of payments to get paid, but like if there is a platform that, you know, has influencers or affiliates, how do we make that payment come through and not the traditional way of going to the person that owns the platform and then it sits in their bank account for a couple of days and then they have to pay it out and they have to do all that accounting. How do we architect it to where it comes through and it's dispersed? So the accounting, the accrual is already done. It's dispersed to the affiliate, to the influencer, to the business, whatever it may be, right? So that's what we do. Oh, I don't have the clicker. My bad. I have a give that I want to give everyone. Is basically this, because I could talk about payment processing and you're all going to fall asleep. So the give is this. We also have a Valiant CEO brand that we work with that we co-own. So if you are the CEO or if you think your CEO would like this, we feature CEOs like Grant Cardone, Kathy Ireland, which I'll be honest, I never even knew who Kathy Ireland was. So some of you might know and be like, that's kind of ridiculous. I had no clue who she was. But what we do is scan that, fill out the form, we'll contact you, and then we'll get you featured in the upcoming Valiant CEOs. That is my give. I don't want to take up too much time, but thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, there you are.
Can I have that clicker? Thanks. Who is our next sponsor? Nectar Benefits. All right, my good friend Cam Jacobson.
All right. Oh, too far. Very exciting. Okay. Hello, my name is Cam Jacobson. It's nice to meet some of you. I know a lot of you already. I grew up in New York. I live here now. I am the owner of a company called Nectar Benefits, and I'm a national health insurance advisor. And if you think that I might be a little overdue for a haircut, then we already agree on something. That's great. We're friends. Look at us. We're making it happen. Okay. So Nectar Benefits, what we do is very boring, but what it means is not boring. I'll kind of explain that in a second here. So we do health insurance and benefits for families and individuals. We work with a lot of self-employed people, a lot of small business owners, and we work with a lot of businesses who are trying to get better benefits for their employees, looking to control those costs, looking to get them more options, and increase employee satisfaction, decrease turnover. Everybody makes more money, everybody's happier, right? So today, I'm going to teach you something about health insurance. Then I'm going to tell you a story about one of my clients from earlier this week, and then I'm going to give you a way to get in touch with me. So who's excited to learn about health insurance? You can raise your hand or keep it down. Either way, raise it up or down. That's everybody. Look at that. Okay, here we go. So if you are not employed, called Affordable Care Act plans, also called Obamacare, the other option is the private market. So the marketplace plans are run through the state government. So if anybody in this room, if you live in Utah and if you have Select Health, you have a marketplace plan. Your health insurance is going through the state government. It's a marketplace ACA Affordable Care Act plan. When people apply for these plans, they're always approved, which is nice because it means that there's no worries about your health history or high risk or anything like that. These plans are massively overpriced, and then the state government will subsidize the price for you based on your income. So the lower your income is, the better your pricing is going to be, which also means as your income is increasing, that pricing is getting worse. Cool. And then the other thing that's important to know about that is that it is available when, cool, tax penalties, there we go. So I'll explain this in a second. This is kind of what my story's about. Okay, private market is the other way to get health insurance if you're not covered by your employer. This is running straight through an insurance company like United Healthcare. It's not, they have the ability to approve people for this coverage. You do have to qualify for it. We help people get qualified for this type of coverage if they're looking for it. It does not touch your income at all. You can make $500 a year. You can make $500,000 a year. Your price doesn't go up on this. And these are actually tax deductible plans, which is great. So for self-employed people, if you're making enough money and if you don't have really serious health problems, it's almost always looking at the private market. The issue is access to that. Most of your insurance brokers and agents that you have access to can't access anything on the private market. That's one of the things that we do. Wink, wink, wink. Okay? So here's the story. About 3 days ago, what day is it? I got a call from a small business owner up in Salt Lake. He's a contractor. He had a marketplace plan that was recommended to him by his local broker. It was a select health plan that he and his family never used because they had a giant deductible. He wasn't excited about it. And that broker told him, hey, if you just underreport your expected income, you only pay like $200 a month for this. It's great. Even though the actual price on that was around $2,300 for his family. Turns out he did his taxes, good citizen, and the state government said, wait a second, you made this much money, not this much money. We subsidized the difference in that cost, and now you owe it back to us. So he had a $16,000 tax penalty last week because he had the wrong insurance that he never even used. So fast forward to now, we were able to help him get qualified for a private insurance plan. His family's paying $8,000 less per year for this new insurance while adding vision and dental, adding nationwide coverage, and about 5 times the coverage he had. So that's the kind of thing we're able to do for individuals. If anybody has any questions, please talk to me. Come find me. We've got a cute little booth out here. According to LinkedIn, I'm in insurance agents in the world, which is really crazy, so I should be pretty able to find there. And if you want to get in touch with me, go ahead and